Hey everyone, today we are back in the custom pack. This custom pack is all about the Hermit Crab. The Hermit Crab is a custom exclusives pet from the Golden Pack. It's a new pet, and honestly, it's one that I did not even notice until I started running into it in custom pack. And I had no idea what it did even when I started running into it. I just kind of ignored it for a while, and then eventually I ran into some teams where I noticed their golden retriever was getting a perk. Usually it was like garlic, something in like the early to mid game, and I was kind of confused, but then I put two and two together and I realized, yes, it is the Hermit Crab. So because it's a tier 2 unit, it's only fitting to start with a level 1 frog swap. I didn't know if I wanted to swap with it at this point, but I figured, you know what, it's probably best to just get the frog swap done with early. We can bring in a flamingo, try to level it, eventually pill it, give us more stats. Now, what's the goal in this custom pack? The goal is not only to get the Hermit Crab to level 3, it is also to basically get the Golden Retriever as big as possible to be able to utilize the equipment as well as possible. So I had a couple different iterations. And I say Hermit Crab level 3, it didn't have to. I was also having Hermit Crab level 2 in mind, and if I got Hermit Crab only to level 2, I really wanted to utilize the melon slice. The melon slice you get from trumpets from the blue-footed booby. That will come into play in the bonus clips, have some fun stuff showcasing just different methods, different things I did in this pack. I think this pack is a ton of fun to play. You can switch up the different trumpet pets in the pack. You can see that I'm going to be utilizing mostly just the higher tier pets. I don't utilize a lot of the lower tier trumpet pets. I have some of the low tier trumpet pets in the pack as well as Cherry, so I can get things like the melon slice quick and easy. Level 2 Stoat Cell, hold up a second, that's pretty exciting. Get the Capybara. Capybara is something that I added back to this pack recently, or back to my custom packs in general. I'm trying to get more to like pivoting, like smoother pivots, more the Capybara turkey pivots, less so than just banana pill spam. But as we all know, I can never escape the banana pill spam, so bring in a skeleton dog. I just sold a level 2 a possum I had 3 faint pets in the shop, so I believe I was going to take whatever faint pet got the stats, or maybe I was just going to take the skeleton dog no matter what. Doesn't really matter, because you see we get the Capybara Gambit rolling, thus we get a ton of stats, so any stats we would have lost from any kind of swap or pivot, we're just getting back from these cappies. You see the frog swap we did initially on our Hermit Crab, just totally didn't need to do it now that we have the cappies going, but it's good to have the multiple avenues in place to kind of get the team rolling. And yeah, we can get a melon immediately on the Hermit Crab. Now, the Hermit Crab will not copy this melon until it is level 3. Once it's level 3, it will copy the melon. It doesn't have to be turn 11 to work like some other pets. And that's hilarious. I use essentially 6 gold to buy a unicorn, buy a wall chicken to get a +5/+2 stat on my Hermit Crab before it gets the melon. You know what? That makes sense. We're going to be able to buy pairs next turn. It gets us some good stats on our Hermit Crab. So it's all just building up. Hopefully we can roll into some other decent pets with our cappies. But rolling into pets right now isn't necessarily gonna happen because we need to level up into pets. We want higher tier pets, so if we want to save these cappies, we're gonna have to save them for a while. And because of that, I figured let's just get it set up. We'll go ahead and go Manatee Banana, Bananatee, of course. I seem to do it all the time, even when I try to say like, oh, I have Capybara in the pack, so I don't have to banana pill. Nope, we're still doing it. But a lot of times, like I said, we just need to basically get to turn 9 so we can utilize these cappies. So it's like, just take whatever you can. Banana's actually great tempo, having the summon unit, especially having it in the back line. We skipped a Bonobo last turn, a 6/6 statted Bonobo, and it looks like we're going to take one this turn. Partially because the crow is there, and this is honestly a terrible zebra buy sell, but I figure there's nothing else really to do. Considering we're going to get 2 experience on our hermit crab, it's pretty good. Pretty good. And yeah, kind of a weird team order. Skeleton dog, yeah, not really doing much, but able to save this Cappy. If we're able to get some value from it, I guess it'll be worth it. But regardless, it's all about the pivot. We have a long ways to go. That was only our 3rd win on turn 9. This game's going to go quite far, definitely past turn 15. And we're going to get a monkey this turn, so might as well just set up for a level... Oh, never mind, we get a level 2 monkey. And there's the Kets. It all kind of sets up perfect, and I guess I'm considering selling off pets right now. I guess I'm wondering whether it's worth it to sell the Cappy and Skeleton Dog. Definitely happy I didn't, because we'd probably drop some hearts. But yeah, this is just a big unit go smash concept right now. It's just getting stats on Hermit Crab, and then we're just going to generate trumpets. So I actually have Mushroom in this pack because I am banking on utilizing Nyala and Mushroom. Nyala Mushroom and or just utilizing a Rock Hopper. It's the easiest way to generate trumpets, but I also have Highland Cow, because I knew I would be scaling my Hermit Crab, most likely with something like monkeys or manatees, so I can just simply pivot to a Highland Cow, scale up the Highland Cow, have 2 big units, basically have all my other units have low stats, put my big units to the back of the team, and then, actually, the units don't need to go in the back of the team. It's the bonus clips I'm thinking of with the Saker Falcon that'll come into play. We'll talk about that in a bit. So, Coconut Crab we freeze. That's kind of random. We'll talk about that in a second. Freeze a Mongoose. Yeah, going to utilize that next turn. Only makes sense. Cow. Okay. So at this point, 2 level 2 monkeys. You see the Cappy here. We've been holding on to this Cappy for so long, but we decided to take a complete pivot. Those stats don't matter anymore with the 2 monkeys. I decide to feed a Coconut Crab. We feed a Coconut Crab. What are we going to do with this? Well, let me tell you. There's a way to get a permanent coconut. I've done it many times. I've done it with a Praying Mantis team where you give permanent coconut to the unit that the Mantis is going to hit. As we defeat the broken whale shark teams. It looks great. Turn 12, we have basically a 50-50 level 3 Hermit Crab with Melon. What an ideal scenario. There is 1 pet and 1 pet only that we need at this point, and that pet is a Cardinal. There's nothing else we care about at this point, but in order to not waste some of the scaling we have, the Highland Cow shows up, and I figure, you know what? It's kind of perfect. We can just start scaling the Highland Cow. You know, there's a ways to go. The Nurse Shark's there too. Nurse Shark I had just, you know, in the runs that I don't have to rely on scaling heavily. We can just go Nurse Shark Mushroom. And yeah, you don't need scaling. It uses some of the trumpets, but Nurse Shark is just so good. And we run into a Tiger Croc team. We deserve that as we're running double monkey. And just getting some levels. Still, I don't know why we're freezing the Nurse Shark. There's only 1 pet we need. We cannot do anything until we get this 1 pet. Blobfish Pill shows up in the shop. Don't care about it at all. And decide to take an avocado with the Nurse Shark still frozen. It's really funny how sometimes in the main run, I get very frustrated in the build-up of the run, but then things just seem to work out perfectly in the end. So we're working our way now to level 3 Highland Cow, buffing everything up, and there we go. The Cardinal. The Cardinal finally shows up. There's a chocolate in the shop too. We get to actually keep the Nurse Shark frozen. That feels pretty good. Typically, I would unfreeze it a long time ago, and we actually freeze the Mushroom too. So it looks like we're going to be making this pivot pretty quick. We got the coconut in the shop. We are ready to go. And I figured, you know what? I don't think I need to necessarily throw this coconut on the hermit crab initially. Let's draw this out a little bit more. The anticipation's killing us. We're just going to wait a little bit longer before we see it. Let's enjoy the golden retriever with melon. It took us a while to get to this point. And man, if I did this and the run happened to lose, I would have been so sad. But these are the greed plays you make. And here's part of my other thought. We're eventually going to get rid of this cardinal. So if we have Highland Cow, we're generating trumpets at the start of battle. Our Nurse Shark's going to use some trumpets. Well, we can just use a rock hopper and generate the trumpets back. And that way, I wanted 50-50 golden retriever with coconut. That's the goal. As soon as I figured out what hermit crab did, my very first thought was 50-50 golden retriever, coconut. We're going to do everything in our power to make it happen. Once it happens, then we can have some fun, do some other stuff. But yeah, I was looking, you'll see in the bonus clips, definitely had some wins with melon, was messing around with the melon slice. I thought melon slice was only fitting to basically have the perk that is generated from trumpets go on the golden retriever. I think it'd be really cool to get a level 3 melon slice on it as well. I didn't quite get there, unfortunately. Probably because I was so focused on getting this done. And look at that. I just noticed it. We sold the level 3 monkey to keep the coconut crab, or to keep the cardinal, so we can get one last coconut to get on our hermit crab. So I am going super greed. I wanted protection on the rockhopper penguin. We actually don't get 50 trumpets? Why don't we get 50 trumpets there? That's surprising. Oh, I guess because level 2 Highland Cow. Now we'll get our 50 trumpets. And there you go. Coconut goes on the hermit crab. I have the toy. I have the zebra. A lot of times, I said this recently in a video, a lot of times it's much more valuable to keep a pet on the team in the last slot, but I go kind of the purest form of the team. I like having just the minimalist version of what I envisioned. I want 50 trumpets. I want a coconut on that golden retriever. I have the Nurse Shark to help out. In order to generate those trumpets again, we have the rock hopper. Of course, coconuts on everything except the Nurse Shark. Let's see how it goes. Turn 17, we run into Amalgamation Badger. It looks like it's actually a team going for the achievement, maybe, for Cerberus. Maybe not, though. Very, very interesting. We don't even KO the Badger yet. And oh my gosh, do you see what's going to happen here with the Badger? Coconut blocks 68 damage snipe from the Badger. And what happens next? We get a 50-50 good old boy, a golden retriever, and it has the coconut. We need the coconut to smash through everything and barely survive with 16 HP. We not only get the achievement, but we get the challenge done, the goal that we had set in mind. It feels so good when you set a goal in this game, you have a vision, and it just seems to all work out perfectly. And look at this. I was having way too much fun with the hermit crab. You get it level 2. We got it to 40-40 in stats, and then you can tell we made some pivots. And in comes the coconut crab again. It's only level 2, but I was like, you know what? This run's going so well. We have 8 trophies and 2 hearts on turn 16. Like, this run is basically over. And I'm like, nah. We're not done here. We're going to keep this thing rolling. 2 oysters means I can buy 3 foods very easily. But we need to find a cardinal as well. It's kind of funny. Not only do we need a cardinal, we also need a Kets, right? Because we need our hermit crab level 3. But regardless, oh yeah, look at this. It's a Seagull Mushroom Cerberus team. We get a golden retriever with a melon slice. There it is. So even though I'm messing around, and oh my word, we actually did it. Look at this. I apologize for not showing all these turns, but I actually threw. So you can see I messed up the team order, and look at the final team. We get the hermit crab with the coconut. It's not level 3 though. You can see I sold down the team to get the Kets. We don't get the Kets, and we actually barely lose because of it. So throwing games in the name of, I was going to say in the name of content. No, that's not I guess in the name of going for content. It's pretty fun, because in the past I would be like, you know what? All I care about is winning. Like, that's all I care about. So now it feels good. It feels good. Don't care about winning as much. We care about setting a goal, setting a challenge, doing whatever it takes to take that challenge head on and find success. So level 3 Hermit Crab here. We're generating a little bit of trumpets and no perks at all. No perks the whole run, as is tradition. We're going to rapid fire some battles. Let's see what happens in this run. It's a very early coconut. Very early coconut. We need to get the cardinal. Still no cardinal. Just taking blobfish, taking levels on anything we can. Finding mushrooms, which is nice because now our nurse shark should pop off. And wait a minute. We did get the coconut. We already have coconut. No, we don't have coconut. Palm tree. Check it out. We got a mongoose. So in the meantime, as I'm building up the coconut and the coconut crab, as I'm looking for a cardinal, we buy a mongoose to get a palm tree. The palm tree will trigger at the start of battle before the hermit crab, before any pets. So we got a coconut on... That's crazy. You can get a coconut on your golden retriever on turn 9 with an early mongoose. That's amazing. That's why this clip's in here. I'm glad I saw that, because sometimes I feel like I don't notice those things, and I obviously put these clips in for a reason. And yeah, this video is a string of like 4 or 5 editing. You know, I edited a bunch together, and I'm like rapid firing some commentary. So yeah, I'm glad I'm paying attention to detail. And are we going to keep this coconut crab? Pretty interesting. At this point, we have the whole team set up. It's the ideal setup. Nyala, Nurse Shark, Rockhopper. Unfortunately, the 50 trumpets that we're going to generate are then not going to be... Oh, my word. Never mind. The run's over. We ran into snipers. That's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. And here's another setup. Same, but different. Actually, this is very much the same as the main run. We have the coconut going, we have the nurse shark, but we're leveling the nurse shark already, which is nice. Not as many monkeys. just a measly level 2 monkey. But yeah, we got the coconut set up very early in this run. The chilies come out, but we counter it hard. It feels so good. What a fun pet. What a fun pet. You know, these pets I feel like have been hammered to the ground. Nyala Nurse Shark, Highland Cow, right? It's very simple at this point. And the Hermit Crab just adds such an extra element to where you can run these very strong trumpet combos with another goal in mind. That goal being, oh, I want to get coconut. I want to get a big golden retriever and get coconut on it. I want to get a big golden retriever and get a level 3 melon slice on it. I want to get a small golden retriever and just put a tomato on it. You know, it doesn't have to be anything crazy like I'm doing. I had the tomato thing in mind, but I was like, yeah, let's go big unit, go smash concept. So then I had a thought. I wanted to go for some achievements, and I was just looking at my packs, looking at what achievements I made, and I figured the Saker Falcon fits perfect in this team. The Saker Falcon will, if it's outnumbered, it will gain stats in battle. You'll see it in action here, but I figured it's the perfect combo here because we're going a very heavy backline. So if we have a 4th position Saker Falcon, you just saw it work right there, then it'll almost always be outnumbered with our team because we're going big golden retriever. So we're very heavy backline, especially if we put our scaled hermit crab in the back. And look at this, we have a level 2 skeleton dog to buff it. Honestly, it's all just working out so perfect. This run, it's just, sometimes things just work out perfect. I think this is the first run I really was like targeting the Saker Falcon, going for this. I even put the melon early on the Sacred Falcon over the Hermit Crab to leave it open to where I didn't have to necessarily go for Hermit Crab level 3. Maybe I just throw a melon slice on it or something. But with all that being said, we're going to ride off into the sunset with this run, showing this run in full from this point forward, because I think this could have potentially been a main run showing off the Sacred Falcon ability. I've ran into the Sacred Falcon multiple times early in custom packs. It is such strong tempo if you use it in this way. So with all that being said, if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.